Welcome to the greatest game show on the planet Earth. So you think you are a smarty pants? Welcome to our game show. A third grader ate my brain.
Welcome to another edition of A Third Grader Ate My Brain. I'm your host, Miller Dennis, and we have a new guest contestant this week, and we're going to find out who she is right now. Over to you.
I'm Miss Equestrian.
And Miss Equestrian, what is your occupation?
I ride horses and I compete in competitions.
So tell our audience out there what's one of the competitions you may have competed in.
I recently competed in the Grand National competition.
Oh, wow. That's a big race over in the United Kingdom. And how did you do?
I did third overall.
Third overall. And what is your horse's name?
Starlight.
Starlight. All right. And Miss Equestrian is going to try to get to the million points today. And we have 3 third graders who are going to help her get there, hopefully. And we're going to find out who they are right now. Starting closest to me is...
Happily.
And next to her is?
Taming awesomely.
And next to her is?
Catapulting joyfully.
All right. And we are off to our first question. Which animal can only be found which animal can only be found living wild in the country of China? Which animal can only be found living wild in the country of China? Is it A, panda, B, lion, C, white tiger, or D, all of the above?
I think the answer is D, all of the above.
D, all of the above is incorrect. Wow. Over to the third graders, see if they can help you out of this hole that you just jumped into.
Taming awesomely.
It's A, panda.
A, panda is correct. And on to question number 2. What river was really important to the ancient Egyptians? Was it A, Tiber River, B, Ganges River, C, Nile River, or D, Congo River?
I think the answer is...
Which one is it?
B, Ganges River.
B, Ganges River is incorrect.
Wow.
Over to the third graders.
Catapulting joyfully.
C, Nile River.
C, Nile River is correct. Very good. And we are on to question number 3. Math. What is 55 rounded to the nearest tens place? Is it A, 60, B, 50, C, 55, or D, 100?
I think the answer is B, 50.
B, 50 is incorrect.
Wow.
Over to the third graders.
Jumping happily.
It's A, 60.
A, 60 is correct. And we are up to question number 4. Which is not a capital resource? Which is not a capital resource? Is it A, axe, B, hammer, C, water, or D, pencil?
I think the answer is B, hammer.
B, hammer is incorrect. So we'll call on a third grader to see if they can help you out.
Catapulting joyfully.
C, water.
C, water is correct. We are almost halfway there with question number 5. In what hemisphere is Australia located in relation to the equator? In what hemisphere is Australia located in relation to the equator? Is it A, northern hemisphere, B, southern hemisphere, C, Western Hemisphere, or D, Eastern Hemisphere?
Oh, D, Eastern Hemisphere.
D, Eastern Hemisphere, I'm sorry, is incorrect. We're going to have to go over to our third graders, and hopefully they can help you out.
Taming awesomely.
The answer is B, Southern Hemisphere.
B, Southern Hemisphere. Are you sure? Do you want to change your answer?
No.
You get one choice, one chance to change your answer.
B, Southern Hemisphere, I'm sure.
Very good, and she is correct.
Woo!
And on to question number 6. Which is a natural resource? Is it A, farmer, B, trees, C, computer, or D, factory?
The answer is A, farmer.
A farmer may use natural resources, but the farmer himself is not a natural resource. So we're going to have to go over to our third graders once again.
Jumping happily.
It is B, trees.
B, trees. Let's see if you are correct. And B, trees is correct. On to question number 7. What sea was important to ancient Rome and Greece? Was it A, Red Sea, B, Dead Sea, C, Mediterranean Sea, or D, Caspian Sea?
Oh, man.
I think the answer is D, Caspian Sea.
D, Caspian Sea. Sounds sort of like Cassiopeia or some other Greek or Roman myth or something. And you are incorrect.
Wow.
Call on a third grader.
Catapulting joyfully.
It is C, Mediterranean Sea.
C, Mediterranean Sea is correct. A lot of C's in that one. On to question number 8. Where is Mali located? Where is Mali located? Is it A, Europe, B, South America, C, Eastern Africa, or D, Western Africa?
B, South America.
I'm sorry, but no, that is incorrect once again. And we are over to our third graders to see if they can help you with this question.
Taming awesomely.
The answer is D, Western Africa.
D, Western Africa is correct. Question 9, almost to that million-point question, and we are at language arts. What is a synonym for fast? What is a synonym for fast? Is it A, correct, B, slow, C, quick, or D, loud?
B, slow.
That's an
You
animal.
shouldn't be slow if you're competing in horses, and that answer is incorrect. So, over to our third graders.
Catapulting joyfully.
It is C, quick.
C, quick is correct. And we are on to question number 10, our last question before the million points. Math, story problem.
Yes.
Ready? Eliza has 52 rubber bands. Her friend gave her 216 more. How many rubber bands does she have now? Is it A, 138, B, 52, C, 268, or D, 301?
A, 138.
A, 138 is incorrect. Over to the third graders.
Taming awesomely.
The answer is C, 268.
And that answer is correct. And we have reached the million-point question. Civics. Social studies. Presidents are responsible for what? A, commanding the Army, Navy, Air Force. B, representing the United States in other countries. C, making sure people follow the laws. Or D, all of the above. I'm sorry, but you're out of time, and so we're going over to our third graders.
Catapulting joyfully.
D, all of the above.
D, all of the above. Are you sure? Do you want to change your answer? One chance.
No.
And he said no to his one chance to change to possibly the correct answer. Because D, all of the above, was the correct answer, and you've reached 1,000,000 points. All right. And once again, tell our audience out there what your name is.
Miss Equestrian.
And your horse.
Starlight.
All right. Maybe we could have you on Radio Ranch.
Starlight would like that.
All right. And so over to our third graders once again to find out who they were that helped you get to those 1,000,000 points. Starting farthest from me was.
Catapulting joyfully.
And next to him was.
Taming awesomely.
And next to her was.
Jumping happily.
And I'm your host, Miller Dennis, for third grader Ate My Brain. Ready, third graders?
Yes.
Welcome to the greatest game show on the planet Earth. So you think you are a smarty pants? Welcome to our game show. A third grader ate my brain.